My story connected to the U3A is that when I was still working and going to Australia to visit friends who were older than us, they were members of their University of the Third Age in Adelaide. And as friends and guests, they'd occasionally take us to some of their meetings. And we thought, oh, this is a good club, you know. They would do talks, and they were obviously a friendly group. And clearly, it was too far to go to be a regular member. But it really sowed the seed that when we retired, we would consider joining the U3A in Canterbury. So, of course, retirement was hastened by my diagnosis of dementia, and retiring at 55, I certainly needed some opportunities to keep active and to keep busy and to pursue new interests. Firstly, there is a monthly talk which is open to all members, and a range of topics, cultural, historic, creative, languages, all sorts of things, are local history, all sorts of topics are covered. And those meetings are open once a month, and they last for about an hour and a half. And there's always the required cup of tea and biscuit as well to go with it, and some degree of networking and conversation with fellow members. And that can attract up to, with our particular U3A, that can attract up to 300 people at those meetings. It's a very large U3A. Not all U3As are large. Some, are quite small. Every 6 months, a program of courses or talks courses or talks that are available for people to sign up to. And the number of places on those ranges from maybe 3 or 4 through to 100, depending upon the venue. And they're all run by volunteers. So U3A members will provide courses for fellow U3A members. So, there's a very, very diverse and far-reaching range of courses. And some of those can be just one session, and some of them can be maybe 4, 5, or 6 sessions. And what we've taken from it has been some of the history talks. There is a family history group that we joined 9 years ago, and that now continues still. And it's a semi-closed but semi-open group, and meeting in friends' houses, ranging between the group. And we meet once a month and then go for a meal twice a year. And there's about 8 of us in that group. And whilst family history is a big part of the discussions when we meet for an hour and a half, 2 hours, it's not the sole topic we talk about. We put the world to rights, really, in our time together as well. And we're good friends and we support each other. Other things that we've signed up to over the years, there's been treasure hunts. And I remember the first 2 treasure hunts, we actually won. And I don't broadcast the fact that I have Alzheimer's. And I thought it was really quite amusing that there were many academics and many people who are far more intelligent and far greater knowledge of the area than I have or we have. And yet we won the treasure hunts. And it really chuckled me a bit that someone with dementia was able to win these treasure hunts.
I was going to ask you about Alzheimer's and dementia, and so you just said that you don't broadcast that, but is that,
No.
and have you at any point kind of brought that into discussions? No,
not really. No. And that's been deliberate by me, because if we do something with U3A, it's totally separate from my dementia advocacy, my dementia activism, and I don't want it to influence the relationship I have within the groups. The exception to that being the family history group, because now we are meeting as friends, as I said, and it's really a peer support group as well. And things tend to sort of maybe percolate outwards, and there may be people who know that I don't know they know, if you know what I mean. And so consequently, I'm quite comfortable with that. And if I go to a talk, I go as a member of the U3A, and I'll sit there and I'll wish to be treated as the same as everybody else. I don't want to be treated any differently. it's a good outlet. It's a good escape, if you like, from the condition. Absolutely would recommend it to other people as something to consider and to look at. And if it's something which appeals, then to join and then to enjoy.